Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to do something a little bit different here. I do a lot of photography, weekends, nights, stuff like that. I photograph lots of cars, old cars, buildings, barns, and that's another subject to talk about. But today we're not talking about the Nova. We're talking a little bit about the Pocket Wizard Flex TT5 system for Nikon cameras, and I want to show you how to set this system up, how to turn them on in the proper sequence, and how they work with the different channels and power levels. So what we have here is first of all is the AC3 controller. We have a mini TT1, and I've got 5 TT5 flexes here. And this whole system is going to control a Nikon SB700, 3 Nikon SB900s, and 1 Nikon SB910. So I'll get these all set up on the stands, and then we can go ahead and show you how they work. And the first thing that we can do is I'll show you how this goes together. You take the TT Flex, you slide it onto the stand, and you can turn this down, lock it in, and then simply the speed light just fits in to the hot shoe and you lock it in. And what I'll do is I'll get the rest of these set up, and then we'll come back and we'll show you how they're controlled and from the camera position, and we'll go from there. So hang tough. I'll be right back after I get all this set up. Okay guys, first off, before I get all this set up, what I want to do is put the TT1 on the hot shoe of the Nikon camera. And in this case we're using a Nikon D4. And this works with all the cameras in the Nikon system that I know of, or most of them. You'd have to double check with Pocket Wizard to see if the system does work with your Nikon, but as far as I know, it works with all the current and older Nikon cameras. So again, check the Pocket Wizard website and have a look to see if it works with your Nikon camera system. So I've got a Nikon D4 here. I've got the mini TT1 on the hot shoe. We take the AC3 and we slide it on, and it just locks in like so. To remove them, it's the exact opposite. They have a little button on here that you push back and take this off. This unwinds off the hot shoe and it's removed. A couple of other things to note. I'll just put this down. A couple of other things to note: that I had some work to do with the flashes the other day, and I needed my TT5s up and running, and I have 3-in-1 package with the mini and the AC3 together, and I have 2 separate other ones in another package, pouch that I keep them, because I don't use all 5 of them at once. I do a lot of stuff with 3 lights and not a lot of stuff with 5 lights, but this time I was going to do something with 5 lights, so I needed all of them to work. These three had sat in their respective pouch for a few months, probably, well, maybe longer than a few months. It was probably 6 to 7 months since I'd used them last, or maybe a little bit longer. I don't use them all that often, but when I do use them, or when I need to use them, I need them. So they'd sat for a while, and I let them sit without batteries in them. The battery chamber right here takes a couple of AA cells. It's clearly marked on which way they drop in, like so. And you close the battery door. There you go. And again, I'll show you, there's a little switch on the side that you turn these on. You can turn them on to channel 2 or channel 1. So I turn this on to channel number 1. And look at, you need that little light has to come on here in green to tell you that it's actually got battery power and it works. And for some reason, just like now, that light didn't come on. So I let them sit with batteries in them for a few days, and even now if I open this battery door and close it again, it still doesn't come on. And there we go. Now it's actually come back on again. So I can hook these up now and start to show you how they work. We'll just show you one more. And I don't know why they do this. I've sent an email to the Pocket Wizard site and I haven't heard anything back yet. But I know if you open these doors up and let them sit, or let them sit with batteries in for 24 hours, they seem to, again, come back to life again. So we'll get these hooked up and we'll show you how they work. Okay, for this demonstration purpose, I'm going to fire these flashes into the camera, and you'll be able to watch them fire and not fire by controlling them from the AC3 on the top of the Nikon camera. So first off, there's a special sequence or a sequence that you need to start these up. And the first thing you have to do is turn the flash on. Okay, you turn the flash on. Then you can turn the Flex TT5 on, and I turn this on to channel 1. So that's the next step, you turn that on. Then you can select A, B, or C channel, and I'll put this one on C. And we'll go through and I'll turn all the other ones on and set the channels. So again, we turn the flash on, we turn the TT Flex on, and I'll go through and set them and come back and demonstrate how they work right after I get them all turned on. So now we've got all the flashes and all the TT5s turned on. That was the first sequence of events. The next thing to do now is you power up the camera, and then you power up the Mini, and that's all you have to do. And then again, these are your channel controllers, and we'll set these. We can set these, and I will set these all to 0. We'll set them all to 0. Which doesn't take much here. We'll just set them all. There's a little dial in here, and they're all set at 0. So they'll all fire the flashes on TTL at through the lens metering at what power they need. Like I said before, we can control which channel we want to, how we want these flashes to fire and the power by the channel they're on. This is channel, on the top here it's channel A, B, and C. And on the flexes, they're lettered A, B, and C. So I'll put the 700 or the 700 flash on channel C. I'll put this SB900 on channel B. I'll put this 900 on channel B. So it's on channel B. I'll put this 910 on channel A. And I'll put this 900 on channel A. So now I can control them all from the camera from this position. And what I'll do is I'll shut off channel B and C, and we'll see when we fire the camera that only channel A flashes should fire. Now, without going back to the camera to have a look I don't know exactly, but we can have a look here. If I turn channel A off and I fire this, no flash should fire. So that's working right. So we'll put on channel B. We'll fire channel B. And we'll turn channel B off. And we'll put channel C on. And we'll fire channel C. So there we have it. And then now I can turn them all on. And I can fire all the flashes at the same time. And it's going to be pretty bright in here. So that's how you control them from the camera, A, B, and C channels, and how they're set. You can actually control the power range of them. So I'll have this on channel C only, and I'll drop this down by 3 stops just by turning this dial. I can turn this dial, -3 stops, and now that flash will fire 3 stops under. Okay, I can turn that flash up, all the way up to 3 stop, plus 3 stops. Okay, or I can control these flashes in the TTL mode at 1/3 of a stop at a time. Go up or down 1/3 of a stop at a time. So that's basically how you start these up and fire them. There's lots of other videos out there that show you what they look like when you have the different lighting and how you can move them, when you move them around, and how you can control the light. But this is the simplified version on how to set these up, get them running, again if they've been sitting for any length of time, and using them again and controlling them from the camera. I know some people have trouble remembering the sequence on how to start these up, but it's basically flash, the TT5, the camera, the mini, and you're set. And then again, you're controlling everything with the AC3 on top of here. You don't have to go to your flashes and fiddle. All the flashes are on just on. They're not on slave or master. They're just on. So none of it's being used to slave or master. And that's how well they work. These TT5s, by the way, can be used as a transmitter or a transceiver. So if you don't have this piece, you can use one of these to transmit. So it will work just like this as a transmitter with an AC3 on top of it. But you don't need the mini. The mini is just smaller. It's a little bit less bulky, and I like it for, you can wheel the camera around and it works fine for what I want to do. So one more full flash fire. There you have it. I hope you enjoy this video. Like, share, subscribe, and maybe we'll see you again on maybe some more camera stuff or lighting stuff. We'll maybe go from there. We'll see what kind of comments you guys leave. If you like it, if you don't like it, fine. But again, if you want to see some more camera stuff and lighting, I can certainly look into doing it. So thanks again. Like, share, and subscribe. Tell your friends, and see you guys again. Bye.